Hello and welcome to Distributed Systems and Blockchain in the News. My name is Thomas Bocek, and the first news we have is about Do Kwon, and it's the following article here. So Do Kwon, who helped started Terraform Labs, might be sent to South Korea or to the US from Montenegro. He's currently there in jail, and the High Court confirmed the legal requirements for his extradition, and the final decision of his extradition will be made by Montenegro's Minister of Justice. And Do Kwon, he faces a fraud-related lawsuit and several crime charges related to the collapse of TerraUSD and LUNA. And if extradited to South Korea, he could face a 40-year jail sentence. The next article is about the current prices. They are greenish. So here we see almost all cryptocurrencies, they are green. And this article is discussing why the cryptocurrencies are green. There are three possible explanations. And the Bitcoin cryptocurrency is almost at 40,000. This is the highest this year. So if we take a look here in a 1 year view, so almost at 40k. So this seems quite promising. And the reason why this may be the case is that there's a positive outlook on the Bitcoin exchange traded fund, the ETF. And this is supposed to bring lots of liquidity into the crypto market, and that's why the traders are expecting the price to go up. The other reason could be that the settlement of the former Binance CEO, Changpeng Zhao, I reported, or I talked about this the last week. They had a settlement with the US Department of Justice, and the surprising part is that there were not mass exodus of funds from Binance, so not many people took away their funds from the centralized exchanges and put it someplace else, and this was perceived as a positive sign. And the third reason might be that there are institutional investors. They have been increasingly investing in Bitcoin and other currencies. So that could be explanation why the price is currently up. And this is actually bad news for the challenge task or the future challenge task winners that will receive Bitcoins worth each 50 Swiss francs. That means they will now get less Bitcoins than at the start of this semester. But maybe it will double, the price will go to $80,000 or it may be half, it may go down to $20,000. And the last article, this is about decentralized exchange, about KyberSwap, and these are the following articles here. So KyberSwap is a decentralized exchange. It was exploited for approximately $46 million in various crypto assets. And the Kyber network team on November 23rd warned its users about a security incident and advised them to withdraw their funds as a precaution while the situation was under investigation. And the stolen funds, so these $36 million in crypto assets, they included around 20 million wrapped ethers, 7 million in wrapped Lido staked ethers, 4 million in Arbitrum, and this was spread across multiple chains. And as a result of this hack and subsequent user withdrawals, KyberSwap total value locked decreased from roughly 85 million US dollars to under 7 million US dollars, which can be seen here. So if we zoom in, we see that the total value locked, so the total amount of assets in these smart contracts is roughly 85 million US dollars. And then after the hack, it dropped down to below 7 now. So this ends, the graph ends here on the 30th of November. And now it's way below 7 million US dollars. And interestingly, so on this side, they explained how this hack happened, and the exploit involved using flash loans to manipulate asset prices in parts of the liquidity pool where there was no existing liquidity, and this was achieved through extreme precise swaps, exploiting a precision error in Kyber's code. And a company Bocek, they identified the root cause as tick manipulation and double liquidity counting. And the attackers, they used flash loans to drain the pools with low liquidity, manipulating current prices and ticks of targeted pools, leading to double liquidity counting and effectively draining the pools. And in DeFi, a tick refers to a specific price point within a liquidity pool, and tick manipulation involves deliberately altering the reported price of an asset within a liquidity pool. And double liquidity counting, this involves tricking a protocol into counting liquidity more than once. And in the context of the KyberSwap exploit, the attacker manipulated the price ticks to trigger a flaw in the protocol's calculation, and by executing a specific trade and altering positions within the liquidity pool, they caused the protocol to count the same liquidity multiple times. And the attacker also posted a funny demand, making this hack unlikely to come from the North Korean hacking group Lazarus. I also talked about Lazarus in this news section. And it's the following transaction here. So this transaction comes from the hacker. It was traced to Tornado Cash, which is a known mixer. So it's difficult to get the identity of who sent this transaction. But if you go here, here you see actually the input data. You can see this as text. And these are the demands of the hacker. And he says, for example, he said that employees under the new regime, under his regime, your salary will be doubled. Probably it's not meant to be serious, so that's why speculation is on who it can be. Is not going to the North Korean hacker group Lazarus. This is also discussion here on who might be the hacker, but this kind of Easter eggs is really uncommon for this hacker group. So that's it from my side. See you next week. And this is a reminder, it's not an investment advice. I have no idea if this green wave, if this continues, or if it will be tomorrow a red wave going down again and losing value. So it can go up, it can go down, nobody knows, and it's a gamble. And if you gamble, stay safe.